All right, Aries or Aries cross watcher, or I should say, we'll use the back in the waste paper. There we go. We got two backs to use. Waste not, what not, darling. So my fellow Aries out there, this is going to be for us. I was not going to do a bonus just yet for us, but something just swiped me out of nowhere, and I said, you know what, it's time to do a bonus. Like, I feel it heavily. So basically, crack. Not like the drug, but crack. Someone here is cracking. They feel like it was too hard to carry up some sort of something or to keep up with something. You know, like if someone, I'm not saying anyone lied to you here. I'm not saying that. But I'm giving an example. There's a phrase. It's something like, if you never lie, you don't have to have a good memory. It's kind of like that. Someone here may have, like, think about if someone does lie, they may have, it's getting harder for them to keep up with all their lies. Again, I do not feel someone's lied. What it more feels like is someone has, which can be similar to a lie, they've been concealing something, keeping something from others, from another. This could be reversed as well, where it's like, I don't want people to know that I suffer from this, or that I have this, or that I do this, or that I've got this going on. It could be a couple that's trying to not show their family that they're going through problems. It could be someone trying to hide an addiction. It could be something like that, like along those lines, where it's not that they've been outright questioned about something yet, like, do you have a problem, or are you doing something, are you, you know, but where it's like, until I get asked the exact question, I can get away with, I don't know, it's like buying time. But anyway, they're cracking. Someone here is cracking. Like a porcelain doll, like an old porcelain doll whose face is cracking. I'm seeing a porcelain doll's face crack. So porcelain, cracking. There's a dubstep song. It's like, and the cracks begin to show. That's it. So you started to see some sort of discrepancies, or the cracks. You started to see through the cracks, okay? Through the, you know how you have like a porch and you have, I can't think of it. What's that shit on a porch? What's that called? Railing. You know, you can see through railing, or going upstairs, and it's got like little breaks in it. That's what I see here. It's not like a whole solid wall. It's like breaks in the railing. Railing. I see railroad, and I also see something to do with Monopoly board. But railing, the holes in the railing, the cracks, the windows, the little, you know, anyway. So you've been able to see into a situation better. It just happened. You just recently started to see something, realize something, notice something, that it was time that you do. It was time that you do. And in you noticing, and in you realizing, innuendo, I hear innuendo. Innuendo. In you reading between the lines, because if I think of an innuendo, it's not something that's stated clearly, it's an innuendo. You know, in the innuendos, it's like, oh, it's starting to make sense now. Like, I kind of see it, I get it. No, it makes perfect sense. Like, I'm just going to throw this out there. Let's say somebody was trying to steal your identity and be you or something, just as an example. I'm not saying this is actually happening to anyone, but they may be like kind of slowly leaving a trail. There we go with Hansel and Gretel again. I got something about that the other day. They're slowly leaving a trail of like who they really are, who's really behind it, who's really doing it, and you fucking got it. You fucking got it, you know? And then they start to, oh, I got scramble. They start to scramble. They start to kind of panic in a way, because it's like, oh my God, I can't keep up with all this. It's really hard to do this on my own. And, you know, I'm starting to like fuck up. I'm starting to fuck up. I'm starting to falter. I'm starting to kind of whatever, because I don't have any help. It's really me running this operation by myself, or I've been hiding all of this. So it's like, it's really hard for me, or I don't have it's hard for me to keep up with all of it, or they work so much and they do all this, but then it's like they can't keep with, I feel like someone can't keep up with everything they're doing. You could call it lies, you could call it things they just don't want to say or show. I don't know, but you have begun to see. Now, some of us, this is not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. This is, you see how I said that? Positive. It's like relief. It's like, oh my God, finally, like someone's walls come tumbling down. Yes, the walls come tumbling down in a good way, because you start seeing that someone's really got a heart in there. Someone, you know, so that could be the case. It doesn't have to be anything bad, but for some of us, it will be. It'll be like disappointing, like damn, like True Colors. But then, you know, you could end up seeing true colors of someone, and that's why you love them, right? Like the song says, because they start letting their guard down, because, you know, they crack, they break. But sometimes in that breaking, there is a deliverance that frees the soul to show the heart that's inside. Like maybe someone's been too cold or too hard, and then you finally see them crack, you know? Like, I'm probably going to crack, just to be honest, when my grandma passes. Like, I'm going to fucking lose it. Just to, y'all know, I'm going to lose it. And I've been very open about that. And so anyone who could be thinking, oh, she's just one way. I mean, you never know what people fucking think. You can't worry about it either. But people may think one thing, and then when they see that you actually have a heart up in that bitch. So this could go two fucking ways. This could go where you're starting to see someone don't really give a shit at all about the relationship, friendship, people, a connection, or you start seeing that this person really does have a heart in there or something like that. Unless this is reversed, and this is how someone's going to be seeing you. And it's going to be due to some sort of type of not being able to keep it all together. Not being able to keep up with it all, to handle it all. Can't handle it all. Can't do it all. Or I'm it's like slipping through the cracks. It's almost like when a drain in a sink or anywhere doesn't have one of them stoppers in it or in the tub, and so you lose an earring and it starts to go down the drain, or you lose something, a ring, and it starts to go down the drain. You try to catch it before it goes down the drain, but the crack is there and all is lost. So you gotta take that bitch apart, you know. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like something gets slipped through there. Or if there's like a deck, you know, I'm hearing Declan. If there's a deck and you have slats, like those little things on a deck, whatever it's called. My brain is like tired right now, and I've got to go to my mom's. Someone may lose something through the deck, maybe their phone. Someone could lose something. Oh my God. Listen, I talk about the hotel a lot because it's been coming up a whole lot lately, but when I used to work in a hotel, women, I never saw a guy do it, but women, somehow, I guess they'd be carrying their phone in their hand, getting onto the elevator and their luggage. Most of them didn't use a luggage cart because it wasn't a super large hotel, and they would drop their phone in between the crease of an elevator. Now, have y'all ever, can y'all picture that? Like, look at an elevator and how you walk in. There's always that line, you know, because it's got to go up and down. So then we have to go under that bitch. Talk about scary. We have to ride that bitch all the way to the top and stop it, and then put the emergency key thing in, and then go under there and get the fucking phone. That probably is going to be broken because it's just straight up concrete down in that bitch. Straight flat ground, you know, where the elevator goes. It's creepy. I would love to get a shot of that. I wish I would have. I wish I would have gotten a shot of that with my phone. Like, it looks really cool when an elevator's coming down like that. Feels like I'm on Tomb Raider and the walls are closing in. I'm just like, oh God. But there's something about it that's invigorating. I'm a fucking weirdo. What was I saying? Cracks. Yeah. So someone here is like, something's gonna slip or slip up or slip out, or you could slip up or slip out and slip away from someone. You're slipping away from someone, or you're something like that. And then they think, well, I don't really want that to happen, you know, or something's gonna, someone may slip up. Like, let's say this. Let's say you go to a specific beauty store, for example, and you use, let's say you're a cosmetologist, and they have all your information in there because you have a license. You're a licensed cosmetologist. They have all your information in there, and so you get a discount for the, I pick up everything with my toes. I done got a cord over here. I told you I'm weird. Yeah, you pick up, what was it saying? ADD, I'm kicking in like a motherfucker. They have your information, you get a discount for all the beauty products. So you're going in there one day, it's been a little while since you've been in there, so you wouldn't have noticed this, but you go in and you buy a little something for like yourself or your daughters or your nieces or your mama, whoever. And you go to the register, you go to check out, and you realize some of the information is not yours. Well, who the fuck would have done that? Oh wait, there's that one family member that did know your information that you don't talk to anymore. that you've heard a lot about how they think about you, and you've suspected they've been involved in some sort of illegal activities, but you couldn't quite pinpoint them, and you realized that they slipped up through the cracks. You realized, oopsie, they accidentally put their information in, unless they did it on purpose and thought that it wouldn't pop up on the screen where you could see it. And then you realize it's there, and you're like, bingo. Uh-oh. Looks like this person's done something illegal against me, such as try to change my information and replace it with theirs. That's not good. So it's like a type of change, right? Where, I mean, just as an example, you're slipping through the cracks, someone's slipping through the cracks, and they slip it, and they slip up, or you just happen to fucking feel it, you know, you sense it. You're like, uh-oh. Not good. But it's definitely the change that needed to happen. It's a change that needed to happen. I think after this happens, if it hasn't already, you're going to sit back on it. You're not going to act. You're not going to react. You're just going to like pull away. I think you're definitely going to be pulling away from someone, vice versa. You're going to be pulling away, and you're going to, which I love that energy, because some people think we're just crazy and impulsive all the time, but we're not, though. We're actually, we can be very patient. But this don't have to be an Aries either. This can be a cross watcher. I can't speak. What the hell's up today? Aren't we about to be close to a retrograde soon? I'm not going to blame any of that shit. I'm just tired. I'm fucking tired. And I can't even go to sleep for a couple hours because I got to go to my mom's and watch my grandma, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I cherish every damn moment. I keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, you're going to sit back on it, okay? Because, one, you probably ain't in the mood. You're not in the mood, you're not in the energy, and you're also brainstorming. It's like you're brainstorming about your next move, your next action, or you could just be leaving it up to the universe. Like, you know what, I saw what I needed to see. The rest is up to God, my creator, the universe, my ancestors, whoever you believe in. You have full faith that you know that what someone's planning, what they're doing, whether you have all the information you need or not, you see enough through the cracks, and you're going to be like, yeah. It's going to help you be able to almost like wipe your hands clean, wash your hands clean, be done with it. Something like that, where you don't really have to do anything. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't feel like you'll be in the mood or the energy mood. You're just really tired like I am right now. You'll be really tired. You'll be really worn out, just wanting to rest, wanting to sleep. But you're going to see something here. And if it's not you, this could be someone on the outside of you. This happens to them. Maybe they start seeing the cracks in something and realizing, you know, maybe it's in someone with their job, and they're just like, well, I don't want to. I'm eventually going to plan to leave this place or something. Like, I don't want to work for these type of people forever, or I'm going to leave this relationship because I don't want to be with somebody who's going to be like that, or I'm going to, you know what I mean? So whatever it is, it's something that you won't make an impulsive decision on necessarily. You might do a little something. Depends on what it is that slips through the cracks. If it's something that's right in your face and kind of maybe even presents itself to be a bit rude or aggressive, you may snap back. You might snap back or clap back to a degree in some way, but it could be quick, and it would be just like, whoa, like you're going to catch yourself and be like, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait, hold back. I'm going to stop myself because I don't know, but it's going to teach you something. Whatever this is, it's gonna teach you. I think what it's gonna teach you is how fucked up someone is. Yeah, really, or that they're just simply not for you, and now you know it. Now it could also be where, like, it doesn't have to be anything harsh, you know. If it's a positive thing, it can teach you where you're like, wow, this is someone who's actually going through a lot. Like, maybe it's something that causes you to have a heart for somebody because you realize what they're going through, and that it's not just us that have things we're going through. Everybody else has a life too, and they're also going through things, you know, because I said it could go another way, guys. And you know, it always can. In the cracks that you end up seeing something, it could be where you see that someone is like, oh, I didn't even realize I knew I had this in my hand the whole time, but I'm like, what am I doing holding this, being But this is a charger. Someone could drive a charger. But also, this is about refilling our energy, maybe someone's just kind of been withdrawn or drained lately, or there could be even a connection to death, because when I think of when you need a charger, it's because something's going to die. So you need a charger to keep it from doing that. And it's like a cord. This is like an energetic cord, which is what we're all attached by. Think of an umbilical cord. Think of what we're attached by. Boy, I have been picking up on some fucking Aries lately strongly. And it's like someone here, unless this is reversed, someone's going to end up having more of a heart for you and seeing more where you're coming from, whereas maybe they were being harsh about you or feeling some type of way, like being a little aggressive. Whether they express it to you or not, someone here might have been, but they didn't know what you were going through. They had no clue. It was all about everything they're going through or how they're feeling about you not reciprocating some type of energy they're wanting from you. And it's like, well, because I'm damn near fucking drained and I don't have it to give. My cup is almost empty. So something like that, I see it both ways. This could go either way. I feel like a lot of things right now could go either way. All of these messages, I feel like, could go one way or another, because we are in Libra season. And Libra season can go one way or the other way, like the scales. Then we got to find that balance. We don't just have the balance. We have to find the balance. We have to see all sides, things like that, right? Or try. Or at least ask ourselves, which way can we handle it? If I handle it this way, what are my consequences? And if I handle it this way, what are my consequences? Thank you guys for being here with me. I think that's all we need for right now. We did good on time. And yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and go, because I don't want to drive at night. I don't really like driving at night. One, I can't see, and two, I have another spirit animal, not just jellyfish, and it's deer, and they love me, and I love them too, just not when I'm driving, if you know what I mean. They make those deer things you can stick on cars, though. I want some of those. Have you ever seen those? We should all get deer things and put them on our car. I don't know, they're like deer whistles, and supposedly, I don't know if they work or not, but supposedly you put them on your car and they suck in the wind, or they make a whistling noise while you're driving, and it scares the deer. It promotes them to not run out in front of your vehicle. People are genius. That's fucking brilliant. Wish I would have thought of that. How many times has something been invented and you're like, man, I wish I would have thought of that? Like those origami owl necklaces, the little locket charm necklaces that you put all the stuff in, and you can do like your favorite football team, your favorite whatever, your grandkids. I just love that. I love charm bracelets. Like, that's just so cute, Or the little spill-proof things that you put between, I know I said I would go, but the little spill-proof things you put between the stove and the counter so you don't get like food stuck down in there. They sell them on Shein. They sell them all over. It's just like a little rubber thing that you stick on either side of your stove, or even in your car. You can put there like a crumb stop. Genius. Genius. A genius. Like, why the fuck can't I think of some shit like that? I actually do have 2 inventions. Some of you may have invented something in your head and you're like, I just need the right person and the right whatever and the right individual to talk to, and we can partner up and go on Shark Tank together. Because do you remember that? Some of you have made some inventions, you've thought of them, and they haven't come out with them yet. You don't know how, but they haven't that you know of, and they're fucking brilliant. You should definitely go for it. Some of you are like, but how? I literally have no clue how. I don't know how either. Shit, I got my own. Maybe we should collab and put our fucking brain together. I have some good ones. I'm like, man, I don't know how I would execute one of them, but it would be, I think it'd be good. A good little money maker. Especially around this time. If that gives a little bit of it away. All right, now I'm going to go. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.